Welcome to the greatest podcast ever, featuring DrayZera, performance artist, Jackie HYDE, professional wrestler, and singer-songwriter Dan Pettit. Welcome to DrayZera Uncensored. Subscribe, like, and share only on DrayZera Uncensored. Welcome again to another episode of DrayZera Uncensored. Yo, welcome aboard. I hope you guys are all good in the hood. We have just had Powerful Women Month. We have just had the Royal Rumble. But hey ho, we have got our wrestler that loves a tumble. Here is Jackie HYDE. Hello, Jack.
Hi.
Well, thanks so much, Jack, for your positivity as always. And we have got an incredible individual guest starring in this episode and the next episode. We have got Jill. Hello, Jill. How are you?
Hi, I'm great, thanks.
Oh, wonderful. We have got a very energetic and excitable host today, as we can tell. Yes. So let's start off with that's an interesting chat. So Jack, one thing that really grinded your gears, what we talked about. Yeah, sorry, Jack, go on.
I don't know. That went all quiet.
Oh, fair enough.
I was filling in the so's.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, fair enough. So, I was just going to say, Jack, I remembered that you got really, really annoyed with Ubisoft gaming. And if you didn't know, Jill, Ubisoft is a games company. And Jack is not happy with Ubisoft. Tell us why, Jack.
Actually, I'm alright with it at the moment.
Alright.
I got pissed off from Rocksmith earlier, though.
Alright, what happened, Jack? Tell us.
It's just fucking not working the way it's supposed to. That's like, don't push any strings and strum, and then you're not pushing any strings and strumming, and it's like, you're not doing it right. And it's like, but there's only one way to not to do it. I don't know.
It's just annoying. It's just annoying, isn't it? And yeah, what was that game that you were saying, Jack, that deleted all your file? What was it? I can't remember.
Oh, fucking Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, man.
That fucking Viking shit. God damn. That fucking game. Jesus Christ. The shame is, that would have been a good fucking game if it fucking worked. But the whole playthrough was just fucking a glitchy mess. I should have waited like a few months.
Jill, one of the things that gaming companies have been doing in recent years is that they're rushing games out too early, and they're not like quality testing it. Because Jill, as you're a gamer yourself, remember the days when games actually worked?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I remember when the games really didn't work.
What games are we talking about, Jill?
Talking about the days when you had to load your games on a cassette tape. Oh, you haven't played a Ubisoft game. I haven't played. Isn't Raving Rabbids and all those things? No, Ubisoft. Yeah, am I wrong? I loved Assassin's Creed stuff though. That's like, I don't know. Oh yeah, no. When I first started playing it, I'm not going to say some things because of spoilers, but yeah, I got a certain point in the game and it just deleted my whole file, and I was like, oh okay, I got to start the whole thing again. I was like, I'll just start it again because it was quite fun. Now I've done it again, and I was like, oh, it's okay the first time. The second time was fucking annoying. Yeah. Yeah.
How many hours did you put into the game before it got deleted?
What?
How many hours did you put in the game before it got deleted the first time round?
135 hours.
Oh no.
Oh no, the first time that must have been about five or six. I literally done the first bit where you go to England, and after that I just delete the file and I'd do the whole thing again. But yeah, I deleted my 135 hour game file and shit like not long ago. And then I was playing it the other day and I nearly had a fucking brain hemorrhage like Dr. Dre, because the fucking, I was like, oh, walk all the way along Hadrian's Wall and light all these things and shit. And then you fucking do it, and what happens when you get to the last one? Some other fuck's list already and you can't do it. And that took me fucking ages. That took me so long to do. But I was well pissed off. I literally, my brain started like fucking like pulsating like a heart and shit in my head, and I had to turn the game off. I haven't played it since then.
Wow. Jill, you were about to say something earlier. What were you going to say?
Can't remember now. But yeah, no, it was the opposite. The opposite of speed running. 135 hours to do a game.
Because Jill, have you done speed runs before?
No, not myself personally, although I have watched.
A few individuals do that. I was just going to say, because...
Egypt one was fucking perfect.
Say that again.
They've been a bit weird since... The Egypt Assassin's Creed was perfect, but they've been a bit shit since then. They've kind of just been the same thing.
What, kind of like...
I hate it when...
Go on.
When companies get lazy, they do one that's really, really good, and then they just keep churning them out, and then they're total shit. Yeah. But they just think that people are going to keep on buying them because they just call it by a slightly different kind of...
It's not even that. Like, they made it RPG. So the Egypt one was kind of like half RPG, half kind of like a Tomb Raider-y kind of thing. And then after that, they come full RPG, where they got health bars and shit, and you're fighting them, and their health bars fucking going down. You got hit like 30 times with a stick to kill them. Whereas you're supposed to be a pure trained assassin and shit. Like the Viking one, like you can beat the fuck out of people when you get to that point in the game, but you are supposed to be like a full-fledged brutal Viking who kicks the shit out of people.
Yeah.
That's nowhere near as bad as the Greece one was, though. Because the Greece one, you're supposed to be a demigod, but then, yeah, you got hit like 50 times with a sword to kill them.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
Just a normal person.
I do have a problem with
What's the problem you have, Jill?
One thing, like, okay, so I say you're supposed to be some sort of demigod or something, and yet you can't, I don't know, you can't slaughter a chicken or something on a game, it's just not doesn't hang together.
Oh, you probably can on that game.
Oh man, that just made me hungry right there, right? Chicken.
I mentioned chicken.
Yeah. Do love chicken. Jack, are you a big fan of chicken?
Yeah, I just had chicken now.
Oh, yo, what kind of chicken did you have, bro?
Fucking whatever you have for dinner, just chicken.
Roast chicken.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Did you have roast potatoes with it?
Mashed potato.
Mashed potato.
Yo, mashed potato.
I'm a fucking sweet corn.
Man, that is mad. That is mad. Oh man, I'll just think to myself like that reminds me. Jack, you ever been to Nando's before?
Maybe once.
Once, mad.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just a big mysterious thing.
I was kind of dead. You have to go to Norwich for that type of shit, and I haven't been to Norwich in years.
Wow.
Well, not years. Your mum.
I mean, it probably feels like years with this pandemic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I ain't hung around in Norwich in years.
Wow, that's mad. That's crazy.
Norwich used to have all the cool shit.
What do you say? So what's changed about Norwich in your opinion? Because you know Norfolk better than me, bro.
I don't know. I haven't been there.
I know in Norwich they have this like mad they have this mad trampolining place. Have you ever heard of this, Jill?
I think there's one in
Gravity.
Gravity, that's the one.
Absolutely.
You've been there?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Quite a few times.
Oh, you enjoy it?
Oh. So what they do, okay, first of all, is like it's a bit like kind of curve motion kind of type of experience, obviously without the roller skates. So, but that you have to book a particular time, and then they give you a pair of socks. Now, luckily, these socks, I mean, you have to buy the socks, right? Rip off. But it's better than wearing someone else's socks. These socks are at least brand new. So you put your socks on, and then they herd you in kind of group things, and you're already starting to think that, okay, this is quite well, because they're taking it seriously, They're taking it seriously with this old company, and then they make you watch a video of like stick men breaking down trampolines. And you think, I don't want to get on a trampoline now. I can't feel my legs. I need to try my legs and shit.
Go on, Jack. You were saying?
Get the fucking fuck out of here before you fucking do it.
Yes! And so you're
I'm down like you're just sitting on a boat or some shit.
You know what's mad, right? So I'll tell you about me. So I have been to Gravity myself, right? but I actually wasn't. So I actually didn't take part in it because at the time I was there in my last relationship, and for all those that don't know, at this point we all know in this podcast, my last relationship was with a lady, and this lady had a little kid, and somebody had to mind the bags and everything. So I was the big chunky guy that just sat and just relaxed.
Aww.
I know.
It's having a 15-foot trampoline.
They have trampolines all around the place, to my memory.
I had a 15-foot trampoline, and that must have been from when I must have been about 15 when I got it, and I broke it in 2011.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that went through some shit. That did. I was just set up in the back garden and jump off the house on it and shit.
I once turned up a day having a child, one of my own children, who had bust their lip open on the trampoline, and oh my god, they ask you in triage, they were asking me so many questions like, oh, were you supervising your child and things like that. I was like, what are you supposed to do? Hold their hands? Or are there more than one child on it? I've got 3 kids. It's like, was I okay? I'm now an absolute terrible parent, but like, what are they supposed to do? Like, you gotta let them jump on it. That's what it's there for.
Yeah. See, we took around my friend's house, and when I used to hang around with all wrestlers and stuff, we used to they used to get quite go through some shit. The trampoline. And we I fell through his shed before. We was playing at the top, and we was reenacting the Mankind and Undertaker, and he was going to throw me off on the fucking trampoline. And then we're fighting on top of the shed, and I just fell through the fucking shed. And I was inside the shed, and that weren't his shed. That was our other friend's shed. And I'm looking at my friend who's now walking out of his house inside the shed through the window, and the other was just standing on top. And then, I think one of my other friends done a flip on the trampoline he tried jumping over the washing line pole. He tried jumping over that on it, and he whacked his legs on the side, and the whole thing just collapsed on one side. And that was the death of the trampoline.
Wow. So
one of the funniest ones, I can't remember who it was. One of the wrestlers tried doing a shooting star press on the trampoline, and can you remember how Brock Lesnar landed at WrestleMania 19?
Yeah. But for Jill, but obviously Jill is not a wrestling fan. But a shooting star press.
He done a backflip while moving forwards, but he only got upside down, so he was going head first, and he went head first between the springs. And when he landed on the springs, the whole trampoline just lifted up and fucking whacked into the wall and shit.
Oh, ow.
Ouch.
That's brutal. But trampoline's fun.
The video with the stick men should not just involve them jumping up and down and breaking their legs. It should be them jumping up and down, doing a kind of somersaulty kind of trick, as you said, getting their head stuck. And the whole thing, that would have been more entertaining.
I think, I remember...
You can see gravity, tell them.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone in Gravity is listening, we are telling you how to do your job. Thank you.
You need to be more creative with the scary video that you show people.
You know what?
Yeah, you need to show people actually breaking their legs. That one in the gym, them machines where you get in the fucking gym, where you got lay down, you put your legs on that massive fucking block thing, whatever the fuck that's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Press or something like that.
Holy shit.
Oh.
That must be some worst thing. I couldn't imagine that pain.
Speaking of workout, so Jack, as you are a very innovative individual when it comes to the ring, you're very innovative when it comes to workouts. Is that correct?
Potentially.
Obviously. Tell us what did you recommend me? You told me something mad. You don't not lift weights using weird. What were they? I can't remember.
Oh, what Argos books? Books and fucking shopping bags.
That's what I mean. It's who needs this? Who needs this? All this weight, all this, all this dumbbells. Say that again.
It's not how much you lift, it's how you do it.
Exactly. Isn't that right, Jill?
Yes.
So yeah, like none of these like kilogram weights. Get some Argos books. You remember, I'll tell you what, they used to be quite meaty, but they kind of slimmed down. Yellow Pages. Do you remember the days with Yellow Pages, Jill?
I do. And there was like Jeff Capes who could rip the Yellow Pages or something like this. But I got a Yellow Pages through last time, and it was just like a bit of a kind of pamphlet type thing. And I thought, do you know what? I mean, maybe this is because Jeff Capes is probably getting old and can't actually rip it these days, and they've had to kind of, make it more like, make it smaller for him now. He's probably old.
Jack, do you remember Yellow Pages when there used to be a mad big thing, like bigger than even Argos books?
Yeah, a little bit.
They were mad, innit? Like, big ass Yellow Pages, I have to say. But I'll tell you what though, it is.
It makes me think of the first Terminator film.
Yeah, what about it?
Where he's just like, oh, Sarah Connor, and he fucking look up in the fucking Yellow Pages, and he go to a fucking house.
Yeah, that shit used to happen.
Yeah.
Is this how people used to date? Hi, I'm here for the plumbing. Sorry. Go on, Jack, sorry.
Didn't he meet you in the strip club later on? Or is that like a different one?
What? Yellow Pages? I don't know. Yellow Pages have strip clubs, what? Or paint strippers? I'm confused.
I kind of remember all the Terminators, apart from 2, was one film. They all kind of just merge into one.
Yeah, I know.
How much stuff do you have to talk about Sarah Connor when, when Terminated, you know what I mean? Like, come on. You beat the story to death.
Yeah.
Like, you know what's going to happen, right? Like, when...
he's not supposed to age and he's got old as fuck as films have gone on.
You know what's going to happen, right? Like, I'm not going to give you... Right, no spoilers, right? But let's just say they CGI a character, right, from the old past, yeah? Like you know how they did, what was that film? Gemini with Will Smith, and they got a younger version of Will Smith using AI technology, right?
Did you see Mandalorian?
Oh, wait, that's a good question. Have you seen Mandalorian, Jack?
What, me?
No, Jack, have you seen Mandalorian?
I watched it fucking on the day it came out. I watched the entire thing. First season and the second season.
Anyone who doesn't want it spoiled for them, spoiler alert, just in case.
Spoiler.
So if anybody obviously hasn't seen it by now, what have you been doing with your Christmas?
Not. Yeah.
So spoiler. All right, spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1. On the last episode of the second season of Mandalorian, you got like the 70s, 80s version of Matt Hamill, aka Luke Skywalker. I remembered Mark Hamill, yeah. It was mad. I was like, wait a moment, oh my god! And I remember Jill was like, not impressed.
Do you know what else he did? He did a voice for Joker.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
If you look at Mark Hamill's name, in the middle of his name, when you look at the whole name Mark Hamill, it says Arkham.
Wow. That's crazy. Sorry, Jill. Sorry, I may have misinterpreted. What were your thoughts when you saw Luke Skywalker for the first time in Mandalorian 2020?
Well, I thought it was cool. I can't say I was like totally mind blown out of this world.
Yeah, like me.
It was nice. Well, I think Boba Fett was great. Seeing Boba Fett. I mean,
so I lost my shit.
Who was shit?
Lost my shit.
You lost it. Oh yeah, I lost my shit too, Jack. Like,
I thought, because I read the thing about Brie Larson being in it, and I was like, I don't want the fucking, can't be asked for that shit. Because they made fucking Marvel. And then, she fucking, I was watching it, and I was like, it's gonna be fucking Brie Larson or something. And then they got halfway through and I saw his hand, I was like, wait a minute, that's fucking... And then I was like, is it going to be thingy? And then, yeah, he unhooded, and I was like, oh, shit!
Oh, yeah, Jill, can you reenact, because you saw me react to this, can you reenact how I reacted?
To what?
To when I saw Luke Skywalker for the first time in Mandalorian.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, I was losing my head. I think I said, oh my god! This is incredible!
That was the best Star Wars movie I've done in ages.
Yeah.
Like, that whole show was sick.
Sorry, Jill, you were saying?
Show mate, sorry.
Jill?
No, I don't know. I do remember you kind of losing your shit, but I was kind of like watching it as well, not watching you.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. It was, you know what was also, also as a wrestling fan, and as you are, Jack, and a wrestler yourself, it was very interesting. Sasha Banks was in it as well. Yeah, she was alright for her minimal role. It's alright.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, she's going to do a wrestling move of some kind, and then it's just Tornado DDT, and I was like, yeah.
Wrestling, yeah. But, oh, man. Yeah.
What do you think, what's your thing for the future of Mandalorian?
Oh, Jill, we'll go to you. What's your thoughts? Because there'll most likely be a Series 3. What's your thoughts?
Well, I don't know, because after the titles, they had the thing about Boba Fett, didn't they? And the Jabba the Hutt kind of thing.
They've confirmed Season 3's out in December.
Ooh!
Okay.
Of Mandalorian.
December, wow.
Well, of course, now, I mean, it was all about the kind of, protecting the little green dude. So, of course, now he's gone off with Luke.
Good old Luke.
I don't know, maybe it'll be later on in the story frame, or maybe earlier, I don't know.
Do you think that Kylo Ren is going to fucking slaughter Grogu?
Kylo Ren, my guy! My brother!
Because Luke's going to take him to that place, and then doesn't Kylo Ren fucking slaughter everyone in a rage?
Oh.
They're gonna put Grogu in that place, and then he's gonna be all like fucking like a little fucking dog and shit, and then he's just gonna get whacked in the fucking head with a sword.
I know. What do you think, DrayZera?
Can I just say, if Kylo Ren shows up in Mandalorian Season 3, I think I will poop my pants in joy.
See him hit fucking Grogu with a fucking lightsaber.
I don't think he's going to do him to do that. No, I think he'll be gentle and nice, because I think actually there is a gentle and nice side. Alright, okay.
Have you heard about the Obi-Wan series?
Oh yeah, that's Hayden Christensen's gonna be in, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's gonna be
They're
cool.
gonna fight again, aren't they?
Again, are they? Yeah. Oh man, you know what's interesting, right? Obviously, when it came out, how Obi-Wan died, right? It was kind of cool for its time, but if you look back, it's like they literally just hit a cloakroom, and then he just it's just and then the cloak.
That fight is so shit,
Jill, when you saw that the first time, what were your thoughts? Well, how Obi-Wan died in, I believe it was Episode 4.
Well, I don't know, because I was only little when I saw. I mean, I was obviously transfixed by how amazing. I didn't have my sort of adult critical mind of, oh, that's really lame, and I don't believe that. So I was very impressed by the superb acting of Gil. And probably recreated several times those kinds of scenes myself.
I don't get why they ain't remade 4, 5, and 6.
I think they will eventually. But the thing is that didn't they say they're focusing on a different universe, like a new Star Wars, aren't they? Like, cause come on, like the Skywalker family has literally been around like in all of our beyond all of our lifetimes. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Do you think they could somehow remaster the first 3 films?
Or what? The
like,
one.
You know, when you get a video game and then you like add little bits in and then you take bits out and you fucking make it look better in places. Couldn't they take the same film but like make the fights better and then keep all the other bits the same?
Oh, I mean, let's be fair. A lot of the first film was just pod racing. That I mean, and
even if Paul Dewey wait till the second
No,
film.
go on, Jill. Your thoughts. What was your thoughts on Star Wars Episode 1?
Are we talking about the first film that came out, or are we
No,
talking
the one, the
about...
prequel series, the one with Anakin, like, you know, pod racing, going, "Yay! I can do pod racing, yeah!"
Oh, the one with Jar Jar Binks in it.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. I've blotted it from my memory.
It was a rumour. It was the Sith, weren't there?
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of those. Sorry, well, certainly not the first. By the time they got to the third one, that was really good. My kids really liked those, because that was the kind of, you know, it was their childhood that those were out in. Whereas, you know, the first one I think I actually saw was Return of the Jedi.
So I can remember watching that in the cinema when I was a kid, Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace, yeah. I was a kid when that happened. Yeah, I remember them, yeah.
How old was I? It must have been about 8 years old when
Yeah,
that
you were
came out.
8, you were like 8 or something like that, like 8 or 9, yeah.
Yeah, I watched that in the cinema when he cut him in half, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, when they killed Darth Maul, yeah. But then,
Should
like,
be a fucking
no,
hell.
they didn't know. Darth Maul, but no, when Darth Maul in the Clone Wars, no, Darth Maul didn't die, didn't he? He was like, he resurrected or
He survived,
something.
didn't he? And he gets like metal legs or something.
Yeah, the interesting thing is
Yeah.
that they done...
The music was fantastic.
The interesting thing is, right, if you look at the lore, Darth Maul is a badass, but they made Darth Maul look like a chump. Like, literally.
I don't know, I think he looked quite good in that. He killed fucking Qui-Gon as well.
Yeah, but the point, yeah, he killed Qui-Gon, but let's be fair, like, literally, he just got legs chopped off. He was like a bitch, like, you know what I mean? But then, I know the Star Wars 1, 2, and 3 were all about, like, you gone.
To do it. It took 2 of them to do it. He was pretty badass looking and shit.
Absolutely. But
He
yeah,
died as well, didn't he, filming that film? The fucking, was it the stunt double for Darth Maul?
really?
When he get kicked off that thing, doesn't he? And he landed on his head when they were filming it, and he nearly fucking died.
Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy.
I think I had
He
way
landed
too
like
high
just he got pushed off.
Sorry, Jill, you were saying about expectations?
I think I had way too high expectations, because I think when they got to the sort of making the first, you know, the first Star Wars film, you know, I think people. I mean, I think I can't remember probably, but I was probably somewhere between 18 and 20 something. And I went with a load of my friends who were always also, you know, big Star Wars fans. You know, I had all the toys as a kid, and I'd kind of, you know, I'd grown up with the kind of Star Wars kind of coming out, and that was part of my childhood. And I felt like, you know, when I went to go and see that, they kind of trod on a bit of my childhood and everything about it. And I don't think it kind of hit the right note for me, certainly when I went to see it as a kind of, you know, in my late teens, it felt like they'd kind of, you know.
I think.
I had really high expectations that it was going to be like, you know, 4, 5, and 6.
I think though.
So one of the most out of the prequels.
Sorry?
Say it again, Jack.
Like the second one most. What was it? Attack of the Clones was the second one, wasn't it?
No, Attack of the Clones was the second one, yeah, and then the
Yeah.
Clone Wars happened,
I
the animated series, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that much. Yeah.
I like
Three probably the best one.
Oh, Country Mile. The third one was very decent.
Definitely. By the time it got to the third one, they had, what's the word? Redeemed themselves, in my opinion.
Well,
From the last episode with Jar Jar Binks and the likes.
I would say,
So I got my friends watch Star Wars. My friend at Christmas, I got her to watch Star Wars for the first time, but she was like, "Oh, what film?" She only wanted to watch one of them to see what they're like, and she didn't care for like any of the stuff and shit. And I showed her 3, and she thought that was really good.
My favourite is still The Empire Strikes Back. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's episode 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. A quick question to ask you, right? And I'll go to Jill first, right? So, Jill, ranking in order of all the 9 Star Wars films, which is the best? What are the best to worst?
Okay, so my favourite is, as I've just said, Empire Strikes Back. Possibly the worst is between... Oh no, actually, I think the last 3 weren't as first one. I think it's the worst for me, probably because of the poor memories that I have. But then probably, I don't know, between... See, I quite like the last trilogy to come out in the cinemas. I quite like the old sort of, you know, Kylo Ren, Rey kind of thing. I thought it was really good, as we've discussed.
Yep.
Do you want me to say any more?
Yeah, go ahead. All 9, go for it.
Oh God, I can't do all 9. I don't know. That's going to take some serious pushing down and thinking about. This is way deep.
I'll say my favourite and worst. I'd say 7's probably my worst one. I liked the last one of the trilogy, the new ones, but I didn't like 7 and 8.
I think 8 was the weakest out of the 3.
Yeah, they shouldn't have killed fucking Luke and that. That was fucking stupid. I think what they should have done in 7 is 7 was good up to, even though what I hate about 7 was that was more for nostalgia than it was the story. So they were like, oh, look at this from the old Star Wars films. Look at this instead of the fucking. I liked how he was trying to be Darth Vader as well, but he should have had something happen to him where he's has an accident and he's got to wear his helmet all the time, so he's all disfigured and shit. That would have been cool.
I mean, he's a lovely look. He's a good-looking man, though, so I understand.
The thing, my favourite thing though about all that.
Go on, yeah.
And then when he had to take his helmet off and shit, that would actually people would be like, whoa, what the fuck?
Jill, what was your favourite bit? Go on.
Okay, well, my favourite bit about is it how many we had? 7, 8, and 9.
So we had 9 films altogether in the Skywalker.
So
yeah.
That's right. Okay, because sometimes I was like, I really like Rogue One, but anyway, we're going to go for that kind of thing. I really like the whole kind of concept of when they said, you know, we're a dyad in the Force. I thought, that's really interesting. I like this concept coming in here. And when they did that whole kind of thing where they could, you know, do the telepathic exchange between them, I thought that's really cool to kind of use that kind of, you know, concept into the idea of, you know, the Force as a kind of, you know, spiritual kind of angle to it. I really like that. I would like to see them.
I will tell you this: if there was actually a moment which I feel was the best bit of the trilogy, the newest trilogy, is actually the death of Han Solo. I thought that was very poetic.
Sure.
What do you think, Jack?
I feel like with that film, that was good up to, you know, when she grabs the lightsaber and you see the lightsaber lift up and fly through the trees and shit. That should have been Luke then. And then Luke should have had the fight and saved them both from Thingy. And then that's when he takes her in for fucking training and then end the film.
What, you think that Rey should not have them powers so quickly into the trilogy, you're saying?
Yeah, and then I thought that was stupid when Luke was like the most hopeful fucking character and everything, and then they're having him fucking hate them all and not want to be involved.
So basically, like, what you're saying you don't like the fact that Luke Skywalker was the middle class, not the middle class, the old man going, I hate everything, I don't like the way it is now.
That's like John Cena, who's been whole up in wrestling, just going, oh, I fucking hate WWE, fuck wrestling, and on shit for me. That's like him doing that. That make no sense.
Yeah, I get exactly what you mean, man. It's pretty unfortunate. It's pretty unfortunate. All right, people, you know what? Yeah. I think we have wrapped it up there. We've talked about Ubisoft, we talked about Star Wars, and yeah. So, Jack, do you have anything quick to plug?
Oh, another good Star Wars one, actually.
Yeah, go on, yes, go on.
Rogue One was sick.
Yeah.
Rogue One was very good.
That had a great end. Oh.
Rogue One was excellent.
Excellent film, 100%, 100%.
But I also feel as well with Star Wars, these are films that, I mean, I feel sometimes the cinema is a rip-off, yeah? But this is worth my money in the cinema to put Star Wars. Yeah. It should be seen in the cinema. They usually have the whole experience with Star Wars. It makes it all worthwhile, rather than going and watching something that, you know, you could just see at home in your gym jams and feel more comfortable. It makes the cinema experience with Star Wars and the music. Bloody hell, I love the music. Star Wars music. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, people, If you enjoyed this episode, tell us, comment below. Tell us your favourite Star Wars episode. Tell us your favourite Star Wars moment. But in any case, my friends, yes. Jack, before we shoot off until the next episode, do you have anything to plug? What's your social medias?
I don't have many now. I've kind of dipped out of the social media game.
What, so no one can follow you anymore?
I have a Jackie Hyde page on Facebook, but I don't talk to no one on it. It's just there for a fucking view. Showed up my life still.
So what you're saying, what you're saying is fuck everyone, yeah?
Yeah. Good.
Jill, do you have anything to plug?
No, I'm a complete stalker on social media.
Oh wow, well thank you very much people. Well that's a great episode. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to check us out on the DrayZera UNCENSORED, available on Spotify and all them things except for Apple Store, because Apple's a mad thing, you know what I'm saying? But in any case, my name is DrayZera and this has been Jackie Hyde.
It's over, Anakin, I have the high ground.
This is Jill.
See you later.
Wow, thank you very much guys, and we shall see you later. Goodbye.